Vulnerability Management Proposal: Strengthening the Campus Pay Vulnerability Management Program by addressing unpatched software and critical vulnerabilities presented to the board. The Vulnerability Management Program presented to the board by Gomba Ivo, Chief Information Security Analyst, on November 30th, 2025. Strengthening cybersecurity through proactive vulnerability management. The executive summary. The campus pay reliance on interconnected system and planned software development exposed the organization to significant cybersecurity risk. Recent internal audit assessment identified unpatched system and critical vulnerability in upcoming software release as high priority threat. This gap increased the likelihood for threat actors to exploit known vulnerabilities with ransomware attacks, data breaches, and operational disruption. Strengthening vulnerability management improves resilience, aligned with compliance and operational continuity. I propose the implementation of a formal vulnerability management program to systematically identify, assess, prioritize, and remediate vulnerabilities associated with unsupported software release cycle across the organization before they can be exploited. The goal for this program is to establish governance processes and metrics to reduce exposure, ensure timely detection and remediation of missed patches, and build resilience to strengthen the campus-based cybersecurity posture. Background and business risk landscape. Recent internal audit assessment discovered gaps in the system due to unpatched software as a serious risk. This may be because of late discovery of vulnerabilities in software development lifecycle, overdue patching on critical systems, insufficient automation in patch management, and this can result to increased software attacks and supply chain threat. Possible regulatory and legal exposure to non-compliance with standard frameworks, and reputational damage that could result in fines and legal action. With that being said, we are therefore required a centralized, repeatable vulnerability management program for campus-based safety. The primary objective for this program is to reduce exposure to unpatched vulnerabilities, increase scanning frequencies, penetration testing and validation that covers critical assets, improve patching, configuration, and reporting compliance across the environment, integrate vulnerability remediation into planned release, risk-based prioritization with key performance indicators and bot reporting system, increase automation, visibility, and governance across the entire system, and enhance operational confidence and business continuity. Expected benefit for the proposed vulnerability management program is to reduce cybersecurity risk and minimize exposure to unknown exploit, improve operational efficiency that will lower risks of downtime and data loss, improve compliance alignment with regulatory and industrial standards, enhance trust and customer confidence for proactive security resilience, strengthening governance and remediation timeline across the system. The life cycle for this program usually starts by identifying existing vulnerability across the system using automated scanning and analyzing tools. Then we have to assess the system and evaluating every vulnerability in the system according to priority and specific risks for remediation by using scoring systems such as the Common Vulnerability Scoring System. Remediating or by fixing, patching vulnerabilities to ensure they are completely removed from the system or mitigated from the system. Then after that, we have to continue to monitor the system, ensuring that the remediated vulnerability are no longer affecting the system or did not introduce more problems that must be resolved. Integration with planned software release. By embedding static or dynamic application security testing into the CI/CD pipeline is very essential for maintaining security throughout the software development life cycle. We will require remediation of critical findings before release approvals. Synchronize patch cycle with release schedule to ensure security and operational efficiency, and implement releasing gating control to ensure compliance with vulnerability management standard and protect our organization. Key performance indicators and expected outcome. If we implement this program, it will help us increase patch compliance rate, reduce the mean time to remediation, reduce number of overdue critical vulnerabilities, and reduce emergency patching. As well as doing this will help us improve Campus Bay overall cybersecurity posture. The proposed program requirement: adding a full-time equivalent vulnerability analyst to head the department, establish a cross-functional vulnerability management team that will be reporting to their Chief Information Security Officer. The team will require a modernizing scanning and automation tools to detect, patch, and monitor the environment, strengthening DevSecOps integration for more secure and efficient software development processes. Training for IT and development team is essential to ensure they remain at the forefront of technological advancement. Budgeting for penetration testing is very essential to ensure service aligned with campus-based security needs, and roughly $3.4 million annually is required to cover tools, training, and staffing for this program. By this, requesting for the board approval of funding for program enhancement and support is critical investment for this organization. The mandate for unified patch compliance and remediation standard emphasizes the importance of patch management in securing system against unknown vulnerabilities. To support cross-department DevSecOps collaboration to create more cohesive and effective workplace culture, for a proactive approach in continuous monitoring and reporting vulnerability landscape to enhance decision-making and risk management. In conclusion, by strengthening the vulnerability management program for Campus Bay is very essential to reducing preventable risk, protect operational resilience, and ensuring secure, reliable software release. Cross-team engagement plus automated monitoring will strengthen our cybersecurity posture. This investment will support long-term stability, trust, and operational integrity. I am counting on the board for leadership, support, and approval, which is very essential for successful implementation of this program. Thank you.